Last night, before bed, I was doing what many people do, scrolling through my phones, just watching, cute video after cute video. And one of the ones that I saw was, I don't know, like a kindergarten classroom or 4-year-olds or something, and the kids were all lined up. And there was a mom sitting in a chair with her back to the kids. And the kids would come up one by one, and they would say one word, and the mom was supposed to guess which child was hers and turn around. Right? And I was thinking, like, if that were me, I would be like, oh, please let me pick right. Please let me pick right, right? But the kids came up, and they all said, Mama, right? That was their one word, Mama. And every single time, right, the mom knew the sound of her child's voice, picked every single time. Right? And it made me remember how, when my kids were young and I'd be at the playground with them and there'd be kids everywhere running around, but you knew the cry of your child, right? When your child was the one that fell down and was crying, then you were like, oh, wait, right? Like some kind of super sonar. You just respond to the sound of that voice. And even now, when I call my mom on the phone, I only need to say hey, Mom, and she knows, right? How I'm feeling. Is it a good mood? Is it a bad mood? Am I worried about something? Right? In relationships of trust and intimacy, we know right away by the sound of the voice who the person is, how they're feeling, all of that. And babies in utero respond to their mother's voice at only 20 weeks old. It's amazing to me that the sound of someone's voice can do so much for us, can be grounded in so much love for us. Today in the gospel passage, Jesus says that he says he is the good shepherd. And he says that the sheep hear his voice, and he calls each sheep by name. That the sheep don't follow strangers because they don't recognize the voice of strangers. Just like when we're children, and we respond to our mother's voice or our father's voice, right? We don't respond to the voice of a stranger because that isn't the voice of love for us. We respond to those whose voices touch us deeply within ourselves. And yet, I think sometimes it's hard to distinguish the right voice to listen to. A couple of months ago, I heard a story on NPR from one of their former reporters who is now suing Google because he believes that they have made an AI-generated voice that replicates his own voice, right? It sounds, to me, almost exactly alike, but he could tell which clip, was his actual voice and which clip wasn't. Right? You have to listen really closely to hear the right voice, because sometimes those voices want to trick us. I know I have to listen to the right voice just inside my own head almost every day, all the time every day, right? Which voice am I going to give weight to? The voice that tells me that I am worthy and I matter and I'm loved? Or am I going to listen to the other voice that sounds a lot like my own voice that tells me that I'm not good enough, that I'm not worthy, that I'm not loved, right? Do we spend time ruminating on the moments in our day where we were really connected with somebody, where we helped someone out, and we think, oh, that was such a beautiful thing. I'm so glad I was able to be there for my friend. Usually at night, we're like, why was I so stupid? Why did I say this one remark? Why did I say too much? I overshared, and now what are they going to think about me, right? Or we think, my house is a mess, my life is a mess. Why am I so lazy? Why can't I be more, organized and have my life together, like insert name of somebody else in your life, right? An actual friend, or maybe just somebody whose video you watched. Do we think, it was such a great moment when I was able to respond to this person in my family in such a loving, supportive, wonderful way? Or do we think, I can't believe I forgot again that I'm snack mom. How can I be such a horrible parent? Right? So often we're not listening to the right voice. We think the voice is a good one, and yet it's just words of shame and fear and anxiety and regret. Kind of like that NPR host who both voices sounded so close, but one was a good voice, one was his true voice, and one was a voice made in deception. And there are other voices that we give weight to in our life that are not the voice of truth and love and blessedness, the voice of our Good Shepherd. We tend to give way too much value to anybody who speaks, newscasters, pundits, politicians, influencers, right, that tell us that we need to believe these things or do these things, that in order for us to be better selves, so that we can be, we need to lose weight or put on this facial cream or eat more protein or take this supplement or do these 3 things so that we can be more lovable, more perfect, look younger, just be more worthy. And it's so easy to do that, right? In the midst of all my wonderful little cat videos and videos of children saying mama, there are also these other videos that get in there, right? That are trying to sell me a version of myself to be better. When if I listen to the voice of my Good Shepherd, he already tells me that I am worthy, I am known, I am fully loved, just as I am. I think that is one of the hardest things for us to do, to really distinguish which voice we're supposed to listen to. It's really easy for us to go down a path thinking that we're following the shepherd's voice, but it's not grounded in any truth or any love. And we do that because, frankly, we don't spend enough time with our Good Shepherd. It's like when I have a pet sitter come in to take care of, okay, my pet sitter is Miss Margie, she's amazing, right? She's like an earth mother type. I mean, she's got turtles and a pig and like fish and all these creatures. But when she comes to my house to take care of my pet, my kitty, whose name is Kitty, he does not respond to her, right? She's in the house and she's like, Kitty, come get your food, Kitty. She's not his shepherd, right? She's the wrong voice. She's the voice of a stranger. And if I'm gone long enough, by the third or fourth day, Kitty starts to trust her voice, right? Oh, she's going to be the one with the good food and treats. I better come out for her. So it is with our own good shepherd. It's only by spending time that we can develop that trust and relationship and really be able to pick out which voice is Jesus's leading us along. And the way that we do that is by spending time with Jesus, by spending time listening. And our life is so full of busyness and so full of distraction. It's hard for us to just sit 2 minutes in silence to hear Jesus' voice speaking with you. So I invite you today, after church, at some point, find yourself 2 quiet minutes. Leave your phone in another room. Turn off the volume. And sit and listen to the voice. Right? Listen to the voices that are in your head trying to draw you away, right? What's going on? This is stupid. Why did Jill tell me to do this? I feel silly. Right? What are those voices trying to tell you? And get to that place where you can hear the voice of your shepherd, the one who calls you by name, the one who wants to be in that relationship of intimacy and trust, the one that tells you you already are wholly beloved, that you worthy, that you matter. You have to do nothing to earn that. You just have to listen for the voice of your good shepherd.